Hey guys, it's your girl Shauna. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a rewind video. I've been getting a lot of people in my old videos asking me questions about how to get VSG. So we're going to give that information out so that people don't have to go back and watch old videos of me. You can get it today, current. If you're new to my channel, my name's Shauna. I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on September 23rd of 2020. And I had a tummy tuck and abdominoplasty on January 11th of 2023, which has been 1 year. So if you're new, please like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it. So guys, the very first question that I get asked all the time, and we're going to do this in chronological order, is how do I get approved or know that I have met the criteria to have the surgery? One, you have to first start with your primary care doctor. You go to them and let them know that you're interested in the surgery, and they will assess you to see if you are eligible for it. They'll check your weight, your BMI versus your comorbidities, meaning what type of, I don't want to say diseases, but I guess diseases that you might have, like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes. Any of those risk factors will qualify you if you are at a certain BMI. So you have to start by making an appointment with your primary care doctor. So for me, I literally wrote my doctor because we just have a good rapport and we talk to each other all the time. I've been saying for years. So I wrote her on what's called MyChart. Some doctors have it. It is a online communication tool for where you make your appointments, how you ask medical questions to your doctor. So if you have that, go on there, ask your doctor that way and see what they say. If not, set up an appointment with your primary care doctor. They will weigh you. They'll let you know if it's a procedure that is done within your practice. Most places, like if you go to a private practice, then they will refer you to a bariatric center. For me, I work at Johns Hopkins Hospital, and they have bariatrics within the hospital. So if you go to a doctor that isn't like an ambulatory center, they may refer you to a major hospital or to a bariatric clinic. There are those as well. So yeah, start there, make your appointment with your primary care, get your blood work done, check to see if you meet the criteria. Based off your insurance, you may need a referral, so get your referral from your primary care doctor. And then once you do all that, you will make your consult appointment with the bariatric team that you've chosen to use. A lot of people ask me if I had went like out of the country or to a foreign place to have it done. I did not. I stayed in the United States because it is covered under my insurance. So also one of the first steps you want to take is call the number on the back of your insurance card for customer service and ask them, what's my coverage? Be ready because some insurances will cover it at 100% if you are overweight, meaning your BMI is at a certain point. I will find out that information and insert it here for you to see. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I'll insert it. Also, some doctors will approve you if you are like borderline the weight, maybe a little bit less than what your highest weight should be, but because you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, certain things like that, that you know that they will want you to lose weight so that you can rid of those ailments or get healthier. No, I'm not saying it's a bad idea to go out of the country if your insurance doesn't cover and that is cheaper for you. By all means, do the research, but I cannot give you testimony on that because I did not do that. I do know a few people who've done it. I'll put the link in the description to their YouTube pages so you can go check them out. But that was just something I didn't have to do because my insurance covered it. So many insurances cover this procedure now. It is, I think the statistics are like 1 in every 10 person has this surgery. So it's super popular for weight loss nowadays. So 9 times out of 10, your insurance may cover it. You may have some out of pocket. I do know now medical assistance, like the insurance given to you by your state, now covers it as long as you're overweight or have one of those ailments that I suggested earlier. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Yeah, if you want to go to out of country rate, I believe that there are like $5,000 people pay to have this procedure done, but I don't know about like the travel, your accommodations, your stay, everything like that. So you'd have to go check out another person's page. So after I wrote my doctor on MyChart, she was like, well, just come in, let's check all your blood work, everything like that, which I did. I went in, she weighed me. My BMI was a little bit under what it was supposed to be, but at the time she took my blood pressure was a little elevated. So they put me in as my comorbidity being pre-eclampsia because I had not too long ago had a baby and I had pre-eclampsia, which is high blood pressure while I was pregnant. So they were able to use that, which kind of pushed me in with my insurance. They did my blood work, everything came back okay. My iron was a little low and my cholesterol was like borderline. So that again put me in a range to be eligible for the surgery. So with my insurance, also to be eligible, there is a procedure there is a checklist basically you have to finish. They want you to go for a psych evaluation to make sure that you are capable of having this type of procedure done. They want you to do nutrition for 6 months. So sorry if you thought this was going to be a rush thing. It is not, unless you do go overseas somewhere and do it, or out of the country. But for my insurance, and because I do work with insurance, I know a lot of insurances recommend or require, I'm sorry, not recommend, that you do 6 months of nutrition, a psych evaluation. Some insurances make you lose 5% of your current body fat, which at the time, I don't know what my amount was, but I know I had lost 22 pounds prior to surgery, so that got me approved. You have to have lab work done. I had to also have I forgot what the procedure was called, but I had to have this procedure done where I swallowed this capsule, and the capsule had like a recorder on it, and I wore a monitor, and on the monitor, every time I had like an acid reflux episode, I would have to push 1, 2, or 3 how bad it was. I had to push when I was going to go to sleep, when I woke up, when I was eating. It was called endoscopy. I think it was called an endoscopy. I'm going to look it up and I'm going to put it right here, but I think it was called an endoscopy, what they had to do to monitor. So then you did that for 3 days, and then you go in and they read the monitor to see how bad your acid reflux is prior to surgery. That is something else your insurance may require you to do. I also had to have a fatty liver test done, which mine was not, so that was good. When they do the fatty liver test, that determines how drastic your pre-op diet has to be. Mine wasn't that bad, so my pre-op diet consisted of a protein shake for breakfast, a yogurt for a snack, a protein shake for a lunch, and another yogurt for a snack. And then for dinner, I could have 3 ounces of protein and 2 cups of salad, or 2 cups of cooked greens, I believe. I'll also put that diet right here or in the link below for you to review. It may be the same, it may not. Some people do the 2-week diet and can only have protein shakes and clear liquid. Mine was not that bad. But even though it was not that bad and I didn't have to have only clear liquids and fluids, I kind of didn't even eat the dinners and stuff. That's how I ended up losing 22 pounds. I kind of did the whole protein fast because I just wanted to lose as much as I can before I went into surgery. I'm not gonna lie, guys, the nutrition classes was a pain in the ass because it was kind of around COVID time. So I would have to still go in, we'd have to wear a mask, and we would sit down. It was like maybe 6 to 10 other people in the room with us. And you had to write your weight down every time you came in for the nutrition class. And you had an instructor who instructed you on how to eat better. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good experience though, because I learned a lot. The only part is when you're that big, or however big you are when you're starting the process, you don't want your weight written down on a piece of paper in front of the world, or to discuss your bad eating habits in front of everybody, which we had to do, and it was a nuisance. But in retrospect, now that I'm thinking about it, it was cool because it humbled you. It teaches you how to eat better, what you should and shouldn't do, how much exercise you should get. And I'm not gonna lie, I think if I didn't have the nutrition classes, I wouldn't have done so well, because I wouldn't have known, I never knew how much bad stuff I was eating until I had a nutrition class. So don't sleep on a nutrition class. It really, really helps you. So after all that is done, after your nutrition class is done, your blood work is done, your first weigh-in check is done, your endoscopy test is done, you lose your 5% weight, you get your approval or your authorization from your insurance company, then my friend, you go and meet with the doctor that's going to do your surgery. When you meet with the doctor that's going to do your surgery, they're going to ask you if you want to have the gastric sleeve surgery, or if you want to have the RYN surgery, or if you want to have gastric bypass. It's a few of them. The sleeve is one of the most popular ones. I believe for people who are over like 350 to 500 pounds, they prefer not the sleeve, what's the other one called? The one where they resection your whole stomach and make it smaller, because then you lose a way drasticer amount of weight. Is drastic a word? A way more drastic amount of weight. So that is your choice. So before even getting into the bouts of surgery and trying to figure out if you can have it or not, research the different procedures, the pros and cons. For me, when I did the research, the sleeve had the fastest recovery time, it's laparoscopy. So they don't even cut you. They make 5 little holes in your stomach and they go in through that way. And they're just literally cutting 75 to 80%, 90 sometimes percent of your stomach out, pulling it out, stitching you up. For me, the other one, the bypass surgery, it was just too much resectioning of the stomach organ and the intestines, and that just freaked me out. And it's a way longer recovery time. So for me, I didn't want to have a longer recovery time. So after I met with my surgeon, he showed me the different procedures on a little tablet. He told me he did think that the sleeve would be the best option for me since I wasn't like at a certain obesity level. Even when we lose weight, we're still obese. Shit is crazy. They want us to be like this little. But anyway, so he did suggest the sleeve, which I agreed on, and he told me that I was gonna have my surgery literally in 3 weeks. So I had 1 week of regular life left, and then after that 1 week, you start your 2-week pre-op diet, which your provider or your surgeon will tell you what it will consist of at that time. I suggest you stick to it, because if you don't and you go on the day of your surgery and they put those holes in you and your liver is fat, they will cancel your surgery. The whole point of the pre-op diet is to shrink your liver and not to have a fatty liver, because you only have one liver and it's super close to your stomach, and if they snip it by accident, then you're not going to make it. So you have to do this diet for your safety, for the safety of your surgery, and the procedure goes well with your surgeon. I do know a couple people who had their surgery canceled the day of. Like, can you imagine them putting 5 holes in your belly only to stitch you back up and send you back home to do it again? So you got to take that really serious. It is mental. It is 85% to me mental. Yes, you're going to be hungry, but it's 2 weeks of your life. Like, it's 2 weeks. Just do it. Get it over with. And if you can't do the 2 weeks, you can't have the surgery, because you're going to come home and for 90 days, you're going to eat nothing. So you got to mentally prepare for it. So for me, guys, the first 2 days of the pre-op diet was super hard. It was super hard. I was hungry. I'm still the person who cooks in my house, so I had to cook to feed children, husband, family, everybody. So that was pretty hard to have to cook food and not have any of it. But at the same time, in my mind, I'm like, there's a bigger situation going on and I have to do this. So first 2 days, hard. Third day, I was literally starving. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was so hungry. But I just tried to ignore it, and then I started drinking a lot of water. Like, in between those protein shakes, just drink a lot of water. You trick your body, you get full from the water, you're not hungry. By day 4, I was like, shoot, I could have been doing this. Got on the scale, lost like 8 pounds on my own, and I was doing so good that I almost wanted to not have the surgery anymore. But I knew that I wouldn't have that type of dedication, like, if I didn't have the surgery. So yeah, do the pre-op diet. You'll be fine. So I went into my surgery. The surgery took about an hour, maybe an hour and some change. I did not have to get my, what's that thing called? Oh, I hate when I don't remember stuff. Sometimes when people have this surgery, they have to get their gallbladder taken out. I didn't have to get my gallbladder taken out. Thank goodness. They literally just cut my stomach down and came out, stitched me up. When I woke up in the room, I was fine. I didn't feel like nothing happened, and I was so happy because I had watched so many YouTube videos, and a lot of the videos I watched, a lot of people were in like so much pain, feeling crazy. But then it was also a lot of people who were like, I didn't feel like nothing happened. So I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna be that person who was in a lot of pain, who feels crazy when I wake up. But I didn't. I woke up, the only thing I felt was like a gas bubble in my chest that was agitating the hell out of me. And like whenever I would lean up, I felt like I had to cough. And so the cough hurt so bad, but the nurse told me to hold on to pillows while I coughed. And so I did. So they came in and they brought me it's like some liquid stuff to drink or whatever. And that was it. I made it to surgery. Surgery was good. It was great to me. And if you want my full surgery story, let me know. But I just want to let you know how you can get the surgery if you're interested in getting the surgery. This video is getting long enough. I will also in the link description put my surgeon, a few things for you guys to peruse over, some informationals for you to check out. So if you're new to this channel, please like, comment, subscribe. If you like this video, please like. If you want a video on surgery and beyond, please let me know and I'll do that one next, because I'll keep talking. This video will be an hour. So thank you so much for watching my video. I look forward to talking to you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.